What's up, everybody? How's it going? Just throw some music on at the beginning while I get going. That's an oldie, man. A House of Pain throwback. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob. What's up? Ladies of the space. How you ladies doing? Lady Lawyer in the building. Peace, everyone. What's up, Phoenix? Shout out to Aerotime and the lurkers, as always. Alpha Trinka, what's up? Lord, how you doing? Dennis. Rudy. Jago. I know Rob's in the house. Whitey in Vermont. Alright. Mr. 396 Watchman, what's up, dude? Alright. Damn, Ricky Bobby's in the house. Talladega Nights. Alright. Jay Classic. Yo. Oh, I don't think I ever took you off, Jay. I need to go do that. My bad, bro. Jitten, what's up, dude? It's Robin. Oh, that's what's his name, man? That's Top 10. Alright, so we're gonna do some charting. XRP lifestyles now. So we're just gonna do some charting. I want to go over the charts. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts, my opinions on what I think I kind of already kicked that out a little bit. I do little videos, but I think sometimes you guys want to hear a little bit more than the little 2-minute videos. So I'm gonna do that today. So I'm gonna go over a lot of things. I do want to consider all different areas, every avenue. As you guys might know, I kind of I do my own work. I research a lot. I talk to people every day. I spend 8 hours probably at least a day staring at charts. Open to everything, every scenario. That helps me guide it. I'm even been watching Sam Iams. If you haven't, to the lifeboats, his live streams, been watching his stuff because he helps me in the sense that I think there's an event. I really think there's an event that comes up here that's going to be something that I don't know exactly what it is. It might just be like the COVID thing or something, but it's going to match with the charts because I genuinely feel like it's just hard for me to go away from their stair stepping down, the fractals, the gaps. There's just too much that I'm just like, it's not blue skies and butterflies. It's not going to be. And these Bitcoin pushing up and doing crazy, the price that Bitcoin's at and stuff. It's just, I'm not sold on it. It's just not, I'm not sold on it. I'm still I still think this thing comes all the way down here. I really do. So whatever it wants to do, it wants to come up here and do it, I don't care. It's coming down. I know it sounds bizarre. I see people like, dude, you're really telling your followers 6,000? I'm like, well, my followers are going to do what they want to do. I'm just sharing data and what I see. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm just thinking, I'm like, this is the whole thing I just did with the XRP. The whole scenario, the whole push up, pump, 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 pump. And hey, we're good. It's never, I'm okay with the corrections and stuff. So if it's a true bull market and stuff, you won't come back down like that. You know what I mean? You won't, and I don't say this isn't bull. This is straight bullish moves right here. But if everything is good, then it would just do like this and then just this and everything just continues on. I'm saying however it wants to behave, it's going to come down this way. And that's what I think happens. And I've shown you guys that before. Right now, it doesn't look like that's in my favor. Just like when XRP was at 70, 80 cents and it's pushing up, the roasting of Mr. Level Up was taking place, and I'm like, that's okay. It's going to shift, and that's what I'm all about. So if you guys don't know how I'm playing it, I'm playing it two ways right here. What's up, Blood? I got money in the market. I'm holding a good sized bag of XRP, but I also hold a good sized bag of fiat. Why? Because there's some little pumps. I actually just took advantage of H-bar, so I don't know if any of you guys did. I actually picked up 50% off my H-bar. It's at 50% right now. I bought it yesterday. That thing shot right through that line there. That's kind of what I had drawn there. You can see that. We'll see how this closes and if it was just breaking that, and if I need to adjust trend lines and stuff like that. Trend lines to me, man, I don't know how you guys are with them. They're just like, they get broken all the time. I'm going to tell you that right now. Trend lines get broken all the time. So anyways, I'm taking advantage of some of these edges. I'm talking about that these are on edges and they're pumping and taking gains on them. So some of them are doing it and some of them are kind of like, they're struggling. Let me look at that. I was just checking on some things. You got that DNT. I know some people that took some advantage of that pump right there. I was just thinking about Omisigo, how Omisigo did this and then did this. Let me pull that up for just in case anybody's in that. Let me pull up that Omisigo. It just came to mind real quick, and I'm like, let me go look at Omisigo because that one's drawing a similar Omisigo. This is kind of like that XRP kind of deal here. But we're going to look at XRP. We're going to look at XLM. I'm going to look at a lot of different things, a lot of different angles. because sometimes by doing that I come up with different stuff. Sorry, I'm talking, I'm not paying attention to where I'm at. Getting notifications here on stuff. Let me hit my buddy up to let him know I'm live on publicly. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'm getting blasted with live public. All right, so let me go to this. Let me see. Go. I just want to see how it behaved off that push. Okay. So it did 2 pushes like that. And that was there. Okay. So when it came off the so I feel like that's not, it's like just didn't really, because that's at that February 14th, kind of below that still. So that 1 push, 2 push. Huh. Anyways, I'm just not that I'm really focused on this asset too much. Who knows how it behaves? These are getting kind of crazy, you know, the way they've been doing it lately. Jacob, what's up? If at any point you could check quant, that would be great, my guy. I want to know what you think. At the moment, it seems suppressed. All right, I'll definitely do that. Let me I guess I can let me throw this. I'll delete this. I don't need that there no more. All right, I can see more. All right, I was just thinking about that as I was going through. All right, so let's go to let me start off at XLM. All right, so if you guys know, I posted some information on XLM. Where's it at? Those are XRP updates. So XLM right here. I did a video here. There's, you know, a lot of you guys watched that. So I think I probably helped some people save some money right there. You know, whether they're buying back in, I don't know. This one right here, I think I might have, you know, that was my goal. My goal, what I'm doing is I'm going to give you guys data, you know. So I know a lot of you guys appreciate this, and there's a lot of people that probably like, I don't like Mr. Level Up for whatever reason. I'm giving you my data. I'm working my ass off for free, and I'm just throwing it out there. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. You guys do what you want with it. I'll give you guys my opinion and how I play stuff, but that's why if I'm somebody else, just I'm taking a completely different approach. I'm putting in a lot of time. Just take my data and do what you want with it. Use it, analyze it, see if it makes sense, see if it matches your stuff. That's great. Let's not joke about being suicidal. I don't know who, because I can't afford it. Yeah, you guys, you know, if you're going through some tough times, suicidal, man, I've had some friends, you know, I had you know, I talked to and stuff that have been in some dark times. So, you know, I know we joke around about it at times and stuff, you know, and we say it further, but if you're in a bad position, man, please, you know, talk to your buddies. Please let somebody know or something, man. It's feelings are temporary. Let me tell you that. Feelings, dark moments are temporary. Everything's temporary. So you shouldn't, you gotta let life unfold. So yeah, if you guys are going through a dark time or something, man, and you're talking like suicidal stuff like that, please let me tell you that things are temporary. Things can fix. You got to give it, and please go seek help if you're in that. You know, talk to a friend or call, seek help. I'm being serious right now, because that's not cool. I've had some scary stuff, you know, friends and stuff. Yeah, got some serious DMs too, pretty dark shit. Okay, help them out. All right. So anyways, all in all, man, let's Eric, thanks, brother. Let's work together, and if you're going through dark times, or if you're getting your ass worked right now by your investments and you're losing money comes and goes, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, I went down $300,000 at one point in my life, man. Like, dude, like, as long as you make positive effort in life, you'll win. So like, if you're losing and you're gonna continue to lose, it's because the way you're responding to life. You need to develop these intangible traits. So I'm just gonna say this real quick, you know. You have to, one, be very patient. You have to put out good energy. I repeat, you have to put out good energy. You have to throw out love, and you have to be willing to help and give if you want to receive. What does it say at the top of my banner up here? What does it say? If you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Zig Ziglar. You cannot believe that all you want, but I'm going to tell you, I've lived by that slogan. I've literally built a successful real estate business off of that, off of just helping people. So if you're losing, you're doing it wrong. That's all. You got to work on yourself, man. You got to work on yourself. You got to work on yourself. If you're going through dark times, maybe you're trying to get rich quick. You think life's easy. It's not. It's going to work you. In order to fill a high, there's a balance at play. You're going to have to fill a low. And if you're filling a low, you should know that that's the process. And you can't tap out. You can't give up. Yes, it sucks, but you're gonna have to work on yourself. You're gonna have to change. That's life's trying to get you to change, man. Mike, thanks so much, bro. I appreciate it. Show my respect. Not been around for a while, but I'm still lurking. No problem, Mike. I appreciate it. So there's still time on the clock. Let's play this game right, you guys. Let's play this game right. Let's work. Let's operate at a higher level. Let's vibrate at a higher level as far as like your energy, and you'll be successful. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But there's a repercussion to that. Whatever you throw out comes back. You can listen to humans telling you that's not true, but there's a higher power at play here, man. There's something bigger than a human being going on here. And if you think that you can control it and you can overstep it and manipulate it and do it, the only thing you can do is roll with it. And if you roll with it, you're gonna win. And you got to learn. There's things that govern. You know, these are laws that govern the earth. And like one of them, just for example, is like the law of balance or law of gravity. You're not gonna overturn gravity, man. You're not. You're not gonna override that. You know, you can try and do some things to try to adjust to it, but you're not. It's taking place, and that's just a law, and it's gonna take place. Anyways, I can go on and on about stuff. You need to work on yourself, throw out some good energy, man, and you'll win. If you're not, and you're bragging and you're hating and you're laughing at people that are hurting, it's coming back your way. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's coming back your way. I'm gonna tell you that, man. So those are things. Those are ways to be successful. Is you don't want to be that way. You're gonna get work. Don't do it. I've already done it a lot in my life back in the day. Don't brag. Don't kick them while they're down, man. Just take it. Just keep moving forward. Control your emotions and keep working if you want to win. Doesn't matter, man. The little high of like, who wants to get the high of like watching somebody get worked? It makes me feel so good. This person's losing. Mr. Level Up's wrong, dude. You can do that all you want, but that's not going to give you happiness in this world. It's not. So, anyways, that's just a little bit of like pep talk there, you guys. I'm just telling you how I operate, man. So if you see me winning, if you see me doing some stuff that works, it's not magic. It's not luck. It's just. I'm trying to operate at that level, and that's the level of success. I read a ton of books. So anyways, all right, so let's look at XLM. So if you're in XLM right now, is there still that possibility that everything just curls up? It can. I'm giving you guys a complete easy guider right here to kind of watch with, and you can watch not just moving averages, their behavior. You want to watch these other, you can watch right here the MACD, the way the MACD is behaving. You can watch the way the RSI is behaving. You can watch the way the stochastic handled. You know, it doesn't have to be identical. It's just, is the stochastic going to stay down here? A little bit of push up on the stochastic, but ultimately it slides down. Well, that's an easy read for you. You know, I'm giving you something that's a super easy read. So if you're wondering, take 4-hour XLM, come over here to September 2019, September 18, 2019, size up your chart, and just have that one, maybe create another tab, let that ride. Let that ride and watch it. See if it starts throwing any different behavior. If it breaks and it stops doing this, then you can start like analyzing what's going on. But you shouldn't. I think this is an easy one just to kind of follow right now to see, are you going to behave? Next thing you know, let me say there's a candle that comes through here. Let me remove this here. So I'm gonna be giving like little tips as I'm doing this. So let's say next thing you know, this candle comes through here, you know, and then it's doing this now, and then it does again, you know, and that's by the 11th or 10th. It's 2 days out. That's something that will probably most likely happen. You know, so I'm going to keep watching it. So anyways, if you're wondering with Stellar right now with XLM, obviously I had a nice big push up. That's great. You know, I'm not telling you to take profits. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm just telling you to watch and read and make your own decision based off of something that's helpful. That's all. Michael Pollard, man. What's up, dude? 25 spot. That's really nice. Thanks for being you, man. Ever look at Civic Wallet? I have some people tell me to look at Civic. I'll look at it, brother. If that's what you want me to do, I'll check it out for you. Thanks again for the tip, man. I appreciate it. There's certain ones I don't what's up, Chris? I'm doing good. There's certain ones I just don't probably jump on too much. I obviously have a lot of them I lurk and see, but for the most part, I'll stop for a second and go look at that. Civic right there, down 24. Okay. So, and what I'll do is, and let me go back to this Stellar. I want to see this fractal behavior with it. So they're both on 4 hours. So you can see Civic. So here's a perfect example. This is a great, easy way to read. So we got a little gooseneck down here. Let me show you how to probably read this one. This one kind of went down It started first. Yeah, so there goes. Let me see how this is. Okay. Yeah, you can see this whole thing. Let me shut this down. Is it emergent? I'm on a live stream right now. Is it an emergency? I'll call you back. Bye. What's up, XRP girl? All right, so here's like you know what I'll do, and this is what I would do with Civic, and just to kind of see its behavior and see if it's doing anything outside the ordinary. So this Mountaintop here, I let my dotted line cursor show you some stuff. So we had this move here, and you can see that they're not going to be fully identical, but you have to just see how they fully behave. Like, okay, did it come and create this cup here off this top? And that's what you do. So you watch it that way, and you can come down into the details and try to read moving averages to see if you get that full pop. So when we do this, what happens? Well, Civic goes first. It's very clear, right? Civic goes first. It already popped. So was XLM set to go? Yeah, I mean, we backed in. That was a way that you can probably be like, hey, I think something's going to happen here with Stellar or with some other ones. But remember, they all don't do that. So like Basic Attention Token didn't, so certain ones will do it. Will give you that big prop. And I just feel like they're using certain ones on purpose. When I say they, market makers, those that control all this computation. So now what I do is I'm like, okay, well, you created this cup and then you kind of slipped down. So you created a cup, you kind of slipped down. So what happened is they both kind of popped at the same time, right? Again. Does that mean everything's good, everything's gone? It's, we're going to keep going? Well, I wouldn't fully bet on that yet. I mean, as you know, you gotta watch these things, especially on the 4 hour, because we still have some data that it shows that it can be stair stepping. You see how this is creating like a mountaintop. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second here. Actually, I could probably just pull something off of maybe even off of here. Let me see. There's probably one over here I can pull. Okay, so or even XRP even has probably a better one. Let me see what I got here. Okay. All right, so you see how there's this edge sometimes can pop up a lot here. So I feel like I got a lag here. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna have like this big cup in here, and you're gonna have this big cup in here. So you're gonna have the big cup in here. Sorry, and you're gonna have a big cup in here. So then you'd have your 1, you'd have your 2, you'd have your 3. Okay, so this is behavior I know and I study, and it's just something I have to. My mind's already there. So as I'm watching, Stellar or Civic or some of these behave, I'm already watching that mountaintop kind of like being formed, and I know what could happen after it. I know, see, it's right here too. So there's like little ones. They're very messy. And you might be like, oh, well, that's not like this one like really shot up. Yeah, it shot up right there. That's fine. That doesn't mean it's not going to come and do that. That's behavior of reading fractals. So I'm keeping this in mind as I'm studying this, right? And as like many might be like, oh, well, we're gonna go up and everything's good, and I'm not there obviously, but I don't want anybody not to take advantage of these little pops. And like for example, I'm probably gonna be I'll see if I'm gonna pull out of H bar yet. The same thing here with Stellar. This one did like an aggressive push, right? And this is all going to tie into any asset that we're looking at. But let's not just look at these two and be blinded by that and thinking, well, they're all doing that, so maybe everything's good. Well, let's go to EOS. What is EOS doing? EOS is doing a push too, but its triple top is different. You see how this one peaked up there? So this one is right here, here, and then here, and then this one is here. Sorry if it's a lag in it. And here. So you see how that it's shaped a little different? Now, if this is done and it slides down, well, then this will slide down too, probably, because they all move together. You probably see the market does that a lot. So just because Stellar put up a candle like that and a push like that doesn't tell me that, well, then that's different than this EOS, and this one's gonna shoot and that one's not going to. That's not true. Not at all. I'm open to obviously all types. Like if I pull up Digibyte, you're gonna kind of see it this one's in a way different form. It's creating triple peaks off the edge here, 1, 2, 3. Let me see what Dusk is doing. This is doing it 1, 2, 3 in a way. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Very messy. It's very choppy. So the problem I have with everything right now is, and I'm a big believer in the gaps, and I'm going to pull up my little chart here. So ADA, XLM, Lisk, BAT, Algo, XRP, VeChain, ZIL, Fetch, EOS, Link, Atom, Dusk. That was just some. ICX, Neo, Luna, Qtum, One, TRX, Theta, Walton, UTK, Tezos. I went and analyzed all their charts, and I found gaps. Those same gaps are the ones that I found for XRP, and I want you guys to look at XRP. I had a gap at 22.9. That's taken out, right? We know that got taken out. 26.7. That one was up a little. It got taken out. 24.8 taken out. 22.8 taken out. 17.7 taken out. 18.2 taken out. I have no more gaps for XRP, right? That doesn't mean it doesn't go lower. They're all taken care of. So I don't have any gaps to say, hey, we need to go down to fill these gaps. They already got taken care of. When many people, I'm going to say this, many people were like, Chris, they don't need to get taken care of. It can be later, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, it's not going to shoot up and then come all the way back down to 17 cents. We're going to go take those out sooner than later. So I had that same theory, right, on ADA and XLM. So I'm bringing this up because I have these gaps on XLM, and let's look at these. So we have an 8.1. These are all been taken out, a lot of these. 8.1, 7.4, 6.6, 6.1, 6.4, 4. Here's where it gets become a problem. 4.3, 4.2, 3.9, 3.8. You see that little 4? Look, see how many gaps right there, and they're close to that 4? There's a 2.5 and a 1.9. But you see the pack of 4 to 3 to 3 to 4, that 4. And then I go to this other exchange, and I got that 3 to 9, a 3 to 8, a 3 to 7. There's like that 4. I got a ton of 4 cents. I got a 4 cent gap. So we're going to keep that in mind. I have 4 cent gaps on Stellar. So if we look at Stellar, and this is reading the market entirely. If there's 4 cent gaps on Stellar, and we're pushed up like this, well, what is supposed to happen here? And people are like, you think it's going to come back down, and it's going to, that it's going to come down here to the 4 cent gap area and fill this up? And my answer, and you can see where it's at. You can see it's right down here, hitting that low right there. And absolutely, I'm not gonna think that everything is good off of that candle like that. That doesn't mean everything's good. It's probably not good. And we'll see here in a second when you see if that. Remember, I'm going to go back to that 4 hour versus 4 hour on that other chart. So if we go to that 4 hour XLM versus 4 hour XLM, you're going to see that we're going to watch that data, the one I just had up there earlier for you. Let me take the Fibonacci out there. So if this fails and it continues down, you guys know that we're still eyeing that, and I'm just using this little guy just because I like the behavior. Not that it's going to continue to follow this route, but I just wanted to see the moving averages, and I want to see how it behaves. And so that's why I'm just using the short term. I'm like, let me see how you behave if you're going to follow that kind of behavior. So anyways, this is something that if this starts pulling back, you're going to be like, shoot, man, I don't think we're going yet, right? That's something you should, look at. And then I have the mini fractal that I think it's following, which is right. That this is what's left that needs to take place right here. Okay, this. So here is another example. Oh my gosh, maybe I should be using this one. I got stuff in front of me I don't even realize. That's probably it, So here's another example. This, you can see the moving averages crossing through. Yeah. So this is what needs to take place right here. So it would be this is that mini fractal, and it's the one I'm going to be looking at XRP here to show you guys XRP. So I think this needs to come down, slice, come up, and then slice some more. And you can see, and then look what's happening. Look where I'm at. I'm at the 5 cents. If this happens, which is what I'm watching, right? You see that dip right there? That's how you can take out. You can take out those gaps, right? So if this happens, which is what I'm not letting go until it's broken, which is what I think XRP does, because XRP is already following it. I'll go to it in a second for XRP. Then you're going to take out those gaps. So all gaps will get taken out, and wicks and stuff can happen. So I'm sharing this with you guys as something, as you're in bullish mindset. That's fine. Stay bullish, but don't drop your guard to this, okay? Don't drop your guard to what I'm showing you. Because everything prior to it has been accounted for. Everything prior to all this, going all the way down to that cup down there, is all been accounted for. I read it from the start. We're going to start down there, which is right here. You're going to start right here, which is this. And then this whole behavior going all the way up, right, to this point here, and then slipping back down is all this move. I read all of it to this point. The only thing that I don't like here, I don't say I don't like, it threw me off a little bit, is this edge right here, it popped that up. Kind of like what it did with XRP, but you saw what happened with XRP. It came right back down. This right here, it sold itself right here. That's the only thing that's throwing me off right here. Otherwise, I'm happy. I didn't think, here's an error of mine. I didn't think it was going to push right there. I thought it was going to stop right there and then come back down, right, and start catching up with XRP, get up on XRP's level. That's what I thought was going to happen. Didn't happen. All right. So keeping this in mind with what I gave you for XLM, I'm now going to take XRP and we're going to go look at XRP in the same sense, just to stay on it. Some of this stuff it might be like, hey, you're kind of repeating yourself in a way. It's because there's nothing more for me to go and look at. I'm following this. So if we go to XRP's mini fractal, which I'm going to go over here, and you're going to see my my cursor here in a second line up. You see where it's at? This is Stellar on the left. This is XRP on the right. You see where I'm at? And you see what I'm looking for to come out of XRP? Is XRP doing this? XRP's doing this. XRP told us this was happening. This is how I was able to calculate that, hey, we need to come back down. We need to bring this thing back down. This is exactly how it's done. By spotting this, recognizing it, reading this. That's how, one of my big indicators. I'm using gaps too, and I'm using other things, but for the most part, this is my main thing, saying I don't want to let this go until it's broken. And remember, XRP really sold itself up here, did a really strong push right at the beginning, then it kind of came over and then fell. So I'm going to now pull XRP up. I'm just going to, I'll just swap these out here. So I'm going to put XRP over here, this fractal, because we're going to be using this. Susie, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate that. Thank you for all your hard work. Much appreciated. Thanks for the tip. As always, man, everything. I still got your, I got your bearable bull back here. I have it on my shelf, so I appreciate that. I'm using TradingView, Phoenix, Coleman. TradingView, tradingview.com. And the reason why I have the double screens and stuff is because I pay the extra. I pay about $25 a month. So if you're wondering what I use, it's tradingview.com. I spend the $25 a month. It allows me to size up charts. It allows me to do a lot of things that I need to do. So if you're wondering, that's what I'm doing. So let's go down here. You're gonna see I have that. You can see what I got down here. Here's that mini fractal of what I'm watching. So let me go ahead and remove the drawings here, but you can see I'm gonna put that back up here on this side, and then we're gonna go to XRP. Okay, and we'll just leave XRP on the 4 hours. So what you're gonna see here, and that's why I have it stop in here, is that this is that area, because this is a mini version. It's a small version, and then it'll print this massive version of that drawing, of that coding, of that behavior. It's doing it in a massive form. So I need to see if I'm going to continue to get that love and finish this damn thing off. You can see why I say things like, hey, we're going to slide down first, and it's going to get ugly for the next couple months, first quarter, second quarter, third. No, I'm sorry, first or second, couple months out. And then everything is going to be great. So you're just going to have to stick with this. You're going to have to fight through it. And if you watch your portfolio go down because you didn't play it right, that's fine. It'll recover. So you're just going to have to hang tight. I genuinely believe that, just based off of this. So yeah, if we're here, which is where we're at with Stellar pushed up, right? It's like it really sold itself just a little bit more on this edge here. Doesn't mean that it's not going to come down and start stair stepping, because I have at least 2 more drops for XRP. All right. So where do I think we're at? I think this is the fall of that up there, right? I think this is what happened. We fell down into this point here, right? Comes up, comes into another one, and then we push up. So it comes down, it comes up, it goes into another one. You can see those 2 right there, bink, bink, and then it pushes up. And this pushed up to the 200. I'm open to XRP pushing up more, but it doesn't need to. So I can't gonna make a call like that, because I can say, oh, an XR needs to push up more, and the next you know it goes down, and people are like, oh, Mr. Level Up, you're wrong. You don't know what you're doing. His stuff sucks. And it's like, no, it's still following suit, but then I got to explain myself, and so I'm trying to present my stuff a little bit more. I don't want to say neutral. I'll make black and white calls when I know it's time, but when it's like this, I could care. This move is worthless to me in a way, in the meaning it doesn't mean much to me. Now, if XRP does this, let me see. And closes up here or something, I'm gonna be like, huh? Are you gonna continue to follow this and come back down and then draw and then do it? I gotta watch out for that. That's if that happened. Stuff like that can happen, as you guys know. So anyways, that's right here where it's at, pushing up if it wants to. More, I'm open to it, but does it need to? No, it can start getting really boring here, you know, and that would make sense with XLM, and coming back down to the sub 20s, maybe push up. It's not going to be identical to this, but then I'm going to get that one more fall, and it might push this down to 15, and then it's going to slide over, and then I'm going to get that another fall, and that's where I might go down to like 6 cents, wick down to 3. Sounds crazy. But when they're stopping exchanges, when some catastrophic event happens, possibly in the world, I don't have that information yet. I'm telling you, it looks like something's on the horizon. Then it's all going to make sense to us. You know, when it's February or when we're 2 months out, we're going to be like, shoot, that's what we were looking for. Yeah, it's like, show me the chart, I'll show you the news. So this is something once again, if you want to follow it, you can follow it with me and see if it breaks and just stick with it. So XRP, I'm on a 4 hour here. You can play with it, sizing, but a 4 hour on the left here. And this is June 20th, June 12th, 2020. So this is June 12th area, 2020. This is what I think needs to happen for XRP before we get the hell out of here. So good buying opportunities. You guys see why I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because if the thing fires off and it doesn't complete this, I'm not going to be left behind. The only thing I played well was that first fake, that bull trap. I'm like, it needs to come back down to 17, 18 cents. Why? Oh, well, I got gaps down there anyways, right? So my gaps got filled. So now that my gaps are filled, I'm I'm not playing the risk game too much on XRP. But I'm not like all in saying everything's good to go. That 31 cent can come all the way back down to 10 cent, no problem. Who knows, man? Trump maybe is an alien at this point. I'm gonna look at ADA too. If I'm looking at XRP and we're looking at XLM, you might as well just match it up with ADA. Same thing. Same stuff. So anyways, until this is broken, this is something to watch. So once again, XRP on the 4 hour, slap it next to XRP back in June of 2020, stretch it, size it out, and read. You'll notice that there's like this cup, like little things, like, and I've done it before, I'm not going to go over it all again, that this mountaintop here, this is where you might be like, I don't know, man, this thing shot up. Yes, it shot this up. They kind of flip-flopped. You see how there's a massive mountaintop here, and we had one here, but one's bigger than the other? It kind of just flip-flopped. The thing will do that sometimes. It doesn't negate the drawing. And remember, I've shown you guys those triple tops. Remember I just showed you that with Civic. Like, here goes another one. 1, 2, 3, those. Watch, sometimes they'll slide that up. Same thing with Stellar. You can push that up. But just know, a lot of times that slides back down. It's going to. Just like here. You're going to have that mountain that likes to slide back down. And it's never, and here's the other thing. It's never, after it comes off a mountaintop like this, it's never here that it's over. You can see it right here. So here was a mountaintop formation like that, and it comes down and it pushes up, kind of like what we're doing here, right? I'm telling you that there's always, it's like 2 levels at least, meaning that this is a, I don't know why it keeps doing that. This is a level here, like sideways, and like, I mean, this one's, you can call one here, and we can call one here. So you can see how it stair steps down, right? There's at least, it's never, this isn't always it. That's not everything's fine. I think it was a fake out, which is why I didn't bite on it. And I'm telling you right here that this isn't usually it. I'm telling you that it needs to create 2 more levels at least, like that. We need to create that. We need to create 2 more levels if we're right here. And here's the mountaintop, okay? This is reading fractals, by the way. So when I say things like mountaintops and things like that, these are just terms I came up with to help me explain what I'm looking at. So when it comes down and it plateaus, these are bull traps to me. That, see it right there happening right here? That's why I don't bite on this stuff. I don't let it suck me in. Only because I've been staring at it for so long that I'm like, I know what you're doing, you know. So anyways, it looks like we're playing around with this right here. So I mean, we're already off that. So the mountaintop already happened. We already did that because this is the second mountaintop. So here was the first one, which is this. It came up, created the next one. So we're on the second one, right? Which is why we're here, right? Which I can have 1 and 2 more levels because we haven't dropped down, or 1 right there, 2 right there. So we need to drop down and do that. So this is where I'm watching with XRP. Feel free to follow with me if you like. I think it could be very lucrative for you if you do, and for myself as well. So we'll see how it behaves here, if it wants to do anything special, or if it's just going to get really kind of weak here, because it can go up one more time, you know. I can, like, you can, not that it's candle for candle, but you see how that it just goes like that, you know. I can get that. And right here, when it does that, right, and it's pushing, and it's shooting up, and it's at 50-60 cents, people could get really excited, like, dude, this is it, we're going. And I'm gonna be over here like watching this. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna play anything. I mean, I could take profits if I want, if I truly feel like, nah, it's gonna be that fake out that's getting everybody right now. That would be a trap again. And then people maybe FOMO in again, thinking that's it and everything's good. And then what does it do? Comes back down again, and they're just like, I'm done, man. This is ridiculous. This, you know, this stuff is manipulated. It's a bunch of crap. All right, so just prepare for that. So I'm giving you the heads up in advance that if it does it to you, just remember to come back here and be like, nah, let me see how it behaves. Chris was saying that it can do that, and it's going to play that card on us, but we can't let this go here. This needs to probably happen. All right, so that's where I'm at with XRP. So feel free to, you know, watch it on the 4-hour, and let's see how it goes. Don't get fully fooled out here. If it does pop up and it does something pretty aggressive and pushes us to $1, I'll jump on and we'll look at it. I'm open to a dollar push, but I genuinely, it's, to me, we got to go down still. We're not done going down. That's like really where I'm at. You know, I got the gaps on a lot of stocks and things like that. Bitcoin, when Bitcoin starts going down, I know we've been saying that for a while. Yeah, when Bitcoin goes down, the damn thing keeps going up. I get it. But there will come, it's literally selling people. I have people reaching out to me wanting to buy, like buying it, and they're like looking at crypto. I'm like, oh, here we go again. They're all like, dude, do you got Bitcoin? They keep talking to me about Bitcoin, and it's super annoying to me. What's up, John Edwards? It's super annoying because they're like, did you buy Bitcoin? It's at, you know, 41, it's over 40,000, or it's at 30, whatever they want to tell me at the time. I know it's at 41, I think, right now. I'm like, I'm not interested in it. I can make more money elsewhere. And they don't understand. I'm looking at, like, I mean, yeah, I pushed up some good percentages, but dude, that comes, if you're in crypto, you guys know as well as I know, you can go get that. Like, I just, like, 50% just went up with HBAR in a day. I just went and got that. Does it happen all the time? No. But am I celebrating? No, I'm not celebrating, and I'm not telling everyone, I just made 50% off of HBAR. But I don't, it just comes, it's like a dime a dozen, man. It's like, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah. I'm not interested in Bitcoin. You know, so even if I was buying it at 10, I mean, you want to bring it back down to me to 6, because I think it comes down to 6 to 7. I might buy it because I've played the game so much and I accumulated so much, you know, I might do it. BCB versus missile level up, only one can be right. Well, me and him, it seems like we don't disrespect each other, and we already had a kind of a scenario where, you know, well, it actually wasn't like, it was me versus like the space. Tori was on with me, Crypto Whale I think was with me, and only a small handful, but it was XRP's going up, my XRP's going back down, XRP's going up, XRP's going back down. So I was already on the I was definitely on the bear side, as everyone knows. I got ripped for it for a while. I'm like, nah, it needs to come back. But anyways, I ain't trying to, man, like, you know, mess the other content creators, man. We're all doing our thing, so I there's value in everybody, so I'm not trying to like battle and pick, you know, battle them off, man. Like, let's see who's right this time. Now let's this time. It'll be forever. We'll all be right and we'll all be wrong. I'll tell you that. Every single charter, every content creator will be wrong multiple times, including me, which I've already have. I don't care who he is. They all will if they're making black and white calls, meaning it goes up right here, it goes down right here. If they're doing that, then you're not gonna. Dude, I get fooled. We get fooled a lot, man. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna go look at some more stuff here. XLM price action. Anthony, if you want to go back, I just went over it. So I'm gonna look at some other stuff here and start analyzing. There was something else I wanted to look at. I think I've told you guys DXY. If you guys are wondering about the dollar, and I'll make comments about it, there's gaps that are open on it. You know, and let me see if I go to, I'll just leave it on here. I think it's, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to give you this. So this would mean like, because a lot of people feel that it goes opposite, like, oh, if the dollar goes up, the crypto goes down. Well, I'm telling you that it looks like it's supposed to go down, but you know, if there's a big event, I would think the dollar goes down, but who knows with this stuff, man. But I will tell you that there are gaps all across the board on this. And I've seen them get filled like right down there. And, where am I at? I'm on dollar, TBC, 90. That one got taken out right there. This one almost, this is that one. It's getting taken out. I posted it the other day. There goes a gap right there. All right. So it's about to get taken out. So here goes a gap. It's getting taken out right now as we're speaking. Yeah, there's a gap right there. Whoops. Shrink it down. That was too much. Yeah, so it's attacking it right now. That was one. I said 91. There's a gap. Let's go to this next one. There was a 91. There's like a 96. So you got to go over here. No. So I need to go over from this point, and you'll probably spot it. No. Maybe it was 98. I can't remember what I always say. That one got taken out there. That one got taken out there. I wonder if it was on a different scale. Oh, there goes one right there. So there goes the 102 right here. So if you're wondering where I got the 102, is right here. The top of this. Okay. So there goes a gap there. So I usually mark these. It's funny, they'll remove them sometimes. I've seen them get removed. Like, what'd you do with my gap? Because I'll see my line and I'll go look at it. I'm like, why did I have that line there? So there was some more, and I will go to the 1 hour. Don't think that those 1 hours don't work. Those 1 hours is how I used on XRP, and they all got met. So don't think that the 1 hours don't work. They definitely can work. So there goes the 102 up there. So let me go down to maybe like a 1 hour and see if that's what it was, where I'm finding some of them. So this one right here. Damn, is that thing getting, did it get stopped there? Yeah, it's getting tackled right now. So there goes that one there. I'll go through here. That one got, you can see that wick right there took that one out. So that one's gone. Here it is right there. There we go. 91 right there. That's wide open, man. Wide open gap right there. All right, so that one we'll see. You got it. This will help you, in my opinion, like read what's on the horizon possibly. I wouldn't throw these away like they're nothing, that they're worthless. You can see that one right there got taken out. We're at 93 now, so that was, what was that one down there? And that was 91. Okay, so there goes 90. Here goes 91 right here. So can this thing start climbing and get up there? Probably. I think it does it. I think that thing gets taken out. Where else is another gap? That one got taken out there, so that one's no bueno. swear there was another one here. Oh, right there. You see it? They're sometimes sneaky little guys right here. This one's wide open too. All right. So we got that gap open too. So we have to keep. There's a this is supporting. If we're gonna play the game of, well, if dollar goes up, crypto goes down. If we're gonna play that game, I don't know why it would be going up. Then, sorry. Well, then it's not. There's some gaps up here that show that it can get filled. Okay. So I think there was a couple more, but so there's 98. I think there's one at 99. I'm pretty sure there's a 99 here. There it is, right there, wide open, man. I don't know why I miss them sometimes. See it right here? So there goes one right there. So I'm going wick to wick. All right. So we got some gaps there that are open on the dollar. So when I tweet stuff like that, which is right here, right here, DXY dollar gaps, and I just took a picture. 90, 91, 98, 99, and 102. So there might have been another one I missed too. 98. Did I get the 98? Yeah, I got the 98. So 99, 102, I got them all. Yeah, dude, I know it sounds crazy. Why is the dollar going up? I don't know, man, but the chart has gaps on it, so maybe who knows what the narrative, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just want to line these up like this, and then what I'll do is I'll just go to like to an 8-hour chart or something. Not that, it's an 8-day chart, 8-hour chart. Then look at it like this, and I then know that these are here as I'm reading the chart. So I'm like not expecting it fully to go there right away or something, but in the meantime, I'm like, well, I got one that it's going up towards to close that 91 right now. If it closes that 91, the next step will, I'm sorry, there goes the 90. The next one will be that 91, and then I got another one right here at that 98. So I have these on I don't have anything below it. I went and checked the opposite side. There's nothing. I don't have anything. I think I went all back here too. Let me double check. I went back through all this and I didn't find any to see, hey, can we go lower? Maybe there is one that I missed, you know. So I'll double check and again and see if there's one lower that makes sense that we can go lower and get smoked out down here. Ooh, what is this? 73. So if you find one, you got to go to the right, 73, and see if anything takes it out. That took it out, so that one doesn't even matter. So that's how you do it. But since I got you guys on here, I might as well look at this. Let me just check this to see if there's a dollar that if we're gonna go down more, or if all gaps are above. All right. So right now, we got gaps above. I'm gonna drop this down to like a 1 hour. I'm gonna slide all the way over. So we have to go below 89. So we gotta stay below 89 until we run into something. So we stay below 89. Keep going over. Keep going over. Keep going over. Until we run into some data. We ran out of data, so now we got to go to a 2 hour and go all the way over because it'll populate more data. Stay under 89. Keep on going. Keep on going. Now we're into 2000. Okay, here we go. So now we ran into something. So we need to check these to see if there's any gaps here. So I'm on the 2 hour right now. So let's see if there's any gaps underneath 89. So that got taken out up there. There's no gap there. So now we got to go under this wick here. There's no gap there. So now we got to go under this guy here, under 88, and see if there's a gap down here. There's no gap here. So now we got to go underneath this 88 here to see if there is a gap over here to the left. If I find one, so we're out of data now. See down here? So what we're going to do now is go to a 3 hour and see if we can get a little bit further out because it won't let me if I'm on too small of a scale. We got to stay under 88 and go into the 2017. So here we go. So under 88, we're in 2016. There's no more data, so I need to go to I got to go to a 4 hour. Let's go to 2000. I want to go through this because it rules stuff out and it's data. Okay, here we go. So we need to stay under 88, and we need to see if there's any gaps here that we can notice. So there's nothing here off of that one. So now we got to come under here. There's nothing there. We got to go under these wicks. We have to find them under the wicks. If they're already canceled. Nothing. So like if there was something here, it got canceled by that. So now we gotta come underneath this. Ooh. Ooh, we might have found one, guys. That might signal a gap, man. Do I have another one down there? We might have found one on 83. That's worth notating, man. I'm gonna put the other. I'm gonna put one of the array on here, because then I can just send it all the way over. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna put that as a gap. That might be a gap right there. I mean, that's 83. We could go down and touch that. That got taken out right there. I'll make sure that 83 didn't get taken out. I don't think it did. Nothing down here in the 70s. So that would be one of those gaps that I'm like, well, if there's any, see how there's a nice size gap here? That one got taken out right there. We need to come down here. All right, that's it. So we just went through the whole thing, and we got more. We got a ton up top. We got that one possibly down there at the bottom, man. There's a gap there at 83. Everything else we checked, and then we got these guys up here. If we're gonna name that one, then that would be the one. Draw a line across this. You know what I mean? I'll do something like that. So I mean, shit, it's damn possibility that all things crash too, you know? So that's on my books now, man. 83 on the dollar. It looks like there's a gap. We need some tunes just like the old days, brother. Yeah, I know, man. We used to play some of that. Josue, I'm showing you on here what it means. It typically they get filled, meaning that if there's a space, a candle comes on the other side. Let me go to like an hour and I'll show you what I'm talking about, so you guys know. All right, so here's a perfect example. All right, see how there's a gap here? See, there's a gap right here. Oops. Right here. Boom. There's nothing in here. There's no candle wicks. There's no nothing. What that means, and when I say it needs to get filled, that means something on the to the right of the future of the candles needs to fill it. So if this candles came down like this, I would say, hey, there's a gap here. We're probably going to come back up. Well, that's what it did. But time frames, sometimes they don't happen right away. They might happen later. They might get left like that and they haven't been met, you know. So this is something, that's how they work. So that's just a basic understanding that something needs to come up to this level and cancel it out. A wick can do it. So the only one that right now that I have that's kind of iffy down below, which it's enough to call it a gap, you know. That this guy down below here is a problem. It's kind of one of the ones on the fence. It's definitely on the fence. But there's definitely a space here, enough that somebody would deem it possibly a gap. So the other ones above are clear. So maybe I'll tell you what. Here goes a theory right here. Maybe this thing shoots up. Whoops. Now. Cryptocurrencies step down, crash. That's when it all really happens. It'll send this thing all the way down to 83, or if it's done, the dollar. They bail on it. I don't know. I'm just giving you That's how the transition takes place. So maybe these come up here and get met, and then this sticks out. Maybe it comes up a little bit, and then it comes down as crypto booms, and then everything got... I don't know, but I'll tell you that they're all going to get met at some point, somehow, some way. I don't think I have any gaps on theta. I didn't go... Maybe I didn't... Yo, I do. Yeah, you're not going to believe those gaps. Well... Remember in March it crashed. I got gaps at 9 cents and 7 cents on. Okay, let's go look at that theta. Let's go look at that gap on theta and see how much it deems, like how accurate it is. So it's at 9 cents. It was like somewhere around here. Oh gosh, yeah, there's gap. Oh, there's gaps all over the place. This is on a 4-hour. Yeah, there's gaps all over the place. There's one right here. See how that gap got taken out right there? Oh, gosh. There's a gap right here at 5. Do I even have that on the list? I don't even have that on the list. There's probably gaps I'm missing. So there's a gap there. Right? At 5 cents. And I know it sounds bizarre. This is where it was just at in March. It's like there's a gap there. That one is kind of funky, but we're not going to use it. Nothing else on here climbing up. See if there's anything short-term gaps. Nothing. I just have a bunch down there at the bottom there, which is where, you know, I mean, here's a perfect example. I think I told you guys with the XRP.D. If you come over here to the XRP.D, so this dominance gap got taken out, and many probably thought that was not going to happen. So let me go to a daily on it. All right, so here's how tiny this one is in a way. I'm gonna undo the, see it. You see it? The dollar one was something like that. Necitos. You see that gap right there? It just never, no candle, no nothing, closed it. Well, lo and behold, this is XRP dominance. You can see there's one up here. See how monster that one is right there? The monster gap right there. All right. So when XRP came down, I'm like, I would think about this back in the future, back in the day, you know, right here, this gap right here. There's a gap. XRP's falling, right? If I knew this is before it ramped up, right? And it went from like 20 some cents to $3.50. I would be like, hey, there's a gap up here for XRP. I'm going to buy this. I will buy right there. Why? There's a gap that needs to be filled right here. Wow. You would have killed it. And you want to know something? I did buy right there. That was my first purchase. December 9th, 2017 was my first buy XRP, which was mostly it was used at, we called it Ripple then. It was how much Ripple do you own? I'm buying Ripple. It wasn't buying XRP. It was buying Ripple. That's what we used to say. And then it finally transferred over to XRP. So anyways, or became a thing, more XRP. So anyways, that's a perfect example of how the gaps work. So here we go again. I was literally analyzing the chart. We're up here. Everyone's celebrating. You know, everything's great. Life's good. You know, we're about to run up, and we're mooning right now, right here. And I'm like, nah, we need to come down. I got gaps to be filled, not only on the dominance right here, but also on here, on my list of on the exchanges right here. I'm like, I got 17.7 and 18.2, man. It's coming down. Bam. Came through. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't say that, Phoenix, nowadays, right? So this is just educational right here to show you guys how this all works, how it can work, and how it is coming through. So here's what we still got. So let's go to and if I go to, let me show you EOS.D, right? So if you look at EOS right now on the dominance, well, what do we have? Well, we have a gap down here, you know. This doesn't necessarily mean the price goes down. I have to take everything into correlation to say it's going to lose some market cap. So same thing is that same gap bigger than XRP is there on EOS. So yes, all gaps are filled, Tim, on XRP. All gaps are filled. So there you go on that one. So here goes an EOS scenario. And my question to you guys is, does the gaps get filled? Let me see if I have any gaps on EOS. Do I have EOS on here? Yes, I have a $1.35 cracking gap. What's EOS at right now, price wise? I got on Kraken. We got a $1.35. Okay, we're at $3 right now. So we have a $1.35 Kraken. Let's go to EOS and go check Kraken. And what was that one? That was USD. So a $1.35 on Kraken. We have wide open. I'll just go to a 4-hour chart. And $1.35, huh? Oh, where's this at? Down here? $1.35 on Kraken. Holy shit. I didn't know I spotted that one. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys want to see a gap? Oh my god, I totally forgot about this guy. This is stuff I do at night sometimes. Look at this thing. It never got fully filled. That's why it's on here. Look at this gap right here, right? This damn thing shot up in the bull. This shot up in the bull run. So, wait. Oh my god, what a lagger. EOS was a lagger. So the market's crashing, right? But EOS is like firing off. Look at that thing, right? So EOS fires off. It then comes down to this level, right? So we take out the gap from this level. So we can say, okay, well, that's taken out. Oops. It got that much. So this part of the gap is taken out. So then we come over here and we're like, well, this came all the way down to here. You see how you could play this? You see how you could play the gap? So if you know that this gap is this big, you might be like, shit, man, we just created a massive gap. I'm selling. Well, it came back down, and you might be like, you might think it goes more, but especially with the market all crashing, but it ends up going another leg. And let's say you lucked out and you had EOS still. You see a massive gap like this below, you probably want to start taking profits because this thing came all the way back down and closed. Now we closed everything. The only thing that's left is this little piece here, and that's where we're watching. That's what we're watching. So if we take this little box here that's left off this massive gap, and we say, okay, well, let me see where it's at. Let me line this up perfectly. All right, so that little box, which actually is still a decent sized box, all right, from this candle wick up is still available. So if I run I'll just run a horizontal ray across that and say boom, and then we know that this one is it too. That's our gap still open. We still haven't closed that ginormous gap there. So if we do that, okay, no, this one took a little bit of out right here too. So now we have to take this into consideration. This line, you can see how the gap is almost getting completely done. They almost took it all out. But you can see how after it created the gap, it then got taken out, a piece of it, big section. It went up, came down here, took out that. We still had a big portion. This comes back down, wicks to there, took it out more. But I still have a big section underneath it that has not been taken out. And I'm telling you, it's going to get taken out. It's going to take out that last bit. Come down there. And do I have data to support that? Well, I just pulled up the let me go to the weekly. So I use this to read the market. So if I'm like, if EOS has to do this, and I got some good knowledge on EOS, and then I go to EOS, and you can see why I have money on the sidelines, guys. I mean, I'm literally walking you through my mind and why I am the way that I am. Why are you the way that you are, Chris? Because of stuff like this, man. I cannot turn my back to this. This is such good information. So what do we got here, guys? We have XRP already did this. Remember, this gap already got filled by XRP. I have a gap that hasn't been filled down here by EOS. It's coming back. It's coming back. So I don't know what's on the horizon. There's something on the horizon is what I'm telling you. This shit all falls. Likely. And I got a pretty good, like, I mean, it's stair-stepping down here on EOS. So if you look at that, you're like, I mean, it's creating lower highs. You know, these highs are becoming lower. And, I mean, the wick became lower here. This is that, what is this? July 17th. If EOS comes back to July 17th, what is XRP July 17th? So if we go to XRP, Poloniex, July 17th, is that where my 6 cents is? July 17th, May, June, July. Okay, no. That's up here. Okay. Got it. So it's coming back to this. So it's like 19. So we've already done that. We've already done that. Yeah, we've already done that. That July area. I mean, it doesn't negate that we can't come down to 13 cents. You know, not that it needs to come to that exact day. Let me look at that. Let's look at that a little bit more deeply here. So if we take the daily here and we go to EOS, and we come down to this day. What day is that? Not that it needs to. It's August 22nd level. What's August 22nd level on XRP? By the way, this is kind of freestyle. I'm like just literally working with you guys right now. So it's more of a learning. You guys should be learning while you're doing this with me. How to read stuff. Okay, so it's like the 15 cents to that little pocket, which we're down there. I mean, we're down there. I mean, we're down there, you know? So do I have data showing that we should be going down there? I already have data saying that we can go down there. I have data showing that's what we probably do. This doesn't mean this is the last rope here, but I'm telling you that EOS that's a black and white call I'd make right here. So I'd be like, if someone's asked me, what's your call on EOS? And I'd be like, EOS needs to come back down to $1.35 area, right in this pocket here. EOS needs to come there. And people are like, it's at $3.04 right now. And I'm like, I know. It's coming back. Your fractals are wrong, Mr. Level Up. I'm like, you can say, there's more than that. It's more than that. I'm giving you it. I'm giving you it. So, anyways, that's some good data there for you guys. And we could obviously look at more if we wanted to. If we're looking at like why these are coming down to those levels, you know, I got a ton for VeChain, algo. I mean, I got a ton for XLM, man. I got a ton of gaps down there. I got a ton for ADA. I got List coming back to 79, 52, and 47. What's Lisk at right now? 79, 52, 47 on Lisk. Yeah, it's at $1.27. So 79, 52, and 47. So I got us coming back down to this area here. Down here. That March bottom. Well, actually, no, that's December. December 2019 bottom. Because it's March. I mean, it's March wick pretty low, but on those other exchanges, that's where they're at. The ultimate call, Swift. Swift, I personally would, only because that's how I would play it based on what I know. If I get smoked out by it, whatever. I'm just in the mindset of I'm not losing money. I'm missing opportunity. But that doesn't mean there's not another opportunity. That doesn't mean there's not another bus. So like, let's say you're at the bus stop and you're like, hey, there's a bus coming, man. You better get on it. And it's just like, well, is it really the last bus? Is like ADA the only bus that you can jump on to make gains? Well, no, there's tons of buses coming. So if you want to get that, then you can, but it might not. Who knows? The bus might break down. You don't know, right? So I'm the guy that's like, based off what I see, I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I'm going to sit on the sideline, and I'll wait for it. And if I'm wrong and ADA keeps going, well, then I'll be able to read. That'll give me more time to read, and I'll see something else. Then I'll be like, I'll go jump on. Here's a perfect example. I'll go jump on H-bar. So now that I see that this is how I literally just made some money, or made a play, I don't care who gets me money. I don't think you guys probably do at the end of the day. I mean, I could probably ask everyone this if I sat down, had a heart-to-heart with you guys and said, you guys are here to generate income. You're investing, right? Yeah. Does it matter who does it for you? You might be like, well, no, not really. I want to make the I mean, we get emotionally attached to some of these, but does it really matter? No. At the end of the day, you don't know. I mean, you should definitely cut off the emotional attachment to certain assets. Like, oh, I just like it. Whether it's the logo and stuff and you just have a connection with it, you're going to have to eventually I don't have a connection with HBAR at all. I don't. And I'm okay like selling and it goes up another 100%. You want to know why? Because it's what I just said. I'll go catch another bus. I'm in that mindset. So I'm winning, I'm taking profits. Because if I wasn't doing that, the market could come down. I can hold and it can come down, and I never did it, and then you're going to beat yourself up. Oh, I should have took profits. I could have sold there and bought there. I just showed you EOS probably comes back down to $1.35, and I showed you fair enough evidence to say that it probably does. That I would probably go off of that better than any other trying to read the news or something. I just gave you something that's probably going to happen. So if you know that, it's like, well, shoot, like, should I be holding HBAR? Probably not. I probably should sell it. I don't know if I had any gaps or if I found any gaps on it, but I should probably get out of HBAR and let this damn thing come down. But here's the thing. Can it keep going up before it comes down? Yeah, that's my thing. Ah, you blew it, man. You're missing gains. Well, I'm not. I'm making plays because there's another bus. But, like, look, I have Link. I mean, I drew that a while ago, so I thought maybe it'd come down right there, but maybe it's up here. Maybe it's right there that it's going to come down. So these are just me, like, as I'm, like, analyzing myself. Maybe this, comes down here and does it, and then does it. Maybe it's up here. I don't know. It's either way. I'm looking for it to probably come down to these levels and probably wick even lower on some exchanges. But I mean, that's a pretty clean channel that thing's in right now. That I wouldn't negate this happening. There's nothing wrong with this coming down to $4. You guys see what I'm saying? Like if you look at Link's at $15 right now. But if it comes down to $4, it would make perfect sense. It looks good. You know what I mean? So I'll go to Bitcoin Cash. So I'm just going to keep sharing stuff, man. Until I feel burnt out, I'm going to stop. But I'll just keep going over stuff, and hopefully it gives you guys some good insight. All right, so here we go again. Jesus, this thing's like got a complete... I mean, this is area. If we play the resistance game, make sure it's a straight line. If we play the resistance game, like, hey, is this resistance? Well, damn, hell yeah, it's resistance. I don't know if I think there was a... Oh, look at that gap there, guys. I was going to say, I think there was a massive gap on this. Look at the massive gap on this. Right there. You see that? Okay, so here goes another scenario. Massive gap. What happened? Well, in November 2018, it fell and created that gap. Pop, 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 pop. No, it didn't catch it there. It came back down, but eventually it took it out right there. Completely taken out the gap. So, knowing that it's falling, it's like, well, how do you know where well, that's a whole nother thing, but you shouldn't be bothered, like, oh, I'm losing, it's going to come back. Why? There's a gap there. It's highly likely going to bounce back up, and you can make some profits, 387%. So here we are today with this. I mean, I definitely see this coming back. I mean, you can just draw a basic trend line off the bottom of these wicks right now, which I'm sure a lot of people are doing. This is like doing an ascending triangle, if you think about it that way, right? And I'll just take this all the way over. You guys know what an ascending triangle does. If you don't, you can go look that up. This is probably going to come back down this way, at least. That would be my thing. I'd be like, let me remove this gap here. Yeah, I see no problem. This, like, if you're wondering what Bitcoin would be doing, it would be doing something like this. So I would, just like this move, this would come down here, and we would come through here, and whether it wicks through it or not, and then this is when we recover. This is when I become extremely bullish, right here. because I don't think that the move is done. I think we need to come back down and tap one more time. So 1, 2, I think I need another tap here, break out the top, tap that, and then get the hell out of here. And then that would give me, yeah, that would give me a nice base bottom here. This would give me a nice bottom. Yeah, we definitely need another cup, because I've seen this on the base of, and I'll show you an example of something that, the 80K, I think, you know, so you see how there's these cups on the bottom? You'll see that a lot, like down here on things, down here on things. So we'll just use XRP. You see this base here, how this draws these cups across the bottom? Let me go in there and let's go look at the details of that, because if you're wondering what Bitcoin Cash might be doing on the bigger form and why it'll explode out of there, is there another wick down there? Okay. I see it a lot on, is that the one I wanted? Maybe that was it right there. Okay. Look at this shit. Boy, I can read that bad boy. You see how there's a third one left? Dude, I'm telling you. And I drew just like it. Look at this. You can see how this right here with this little cup and then a W. See how there's like, it does like a 2 right here? Let me go to a 4 hour on this. Dude. Watch this. Bitcoin will do that on a bigger scale. Exactly what XRP's cup at this base did. I can't believe that wick goes down that far. You're going to see that happen. You're going to see it draw just like that right here, this cup. Coming off that right there. So this middle one is this one. So this right here is this guy. All right. And then you got a couple, you know, you got some movement here where it kind of comes down, comes up, and then comes down and comes up again. You can see how there's like a lot of, well, we can make sense of that. There's a gap right there. Well, we already know that. See how it comes down, comes up again. I mean, this one right here, just to me, spells this one, because we have, yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So there'd be 1 here. 2 here, 3 here. So it'd be 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. And then we got the cup in the middle, and then I need this guy. This is our last one right here. Okay? So after this is a finishing of a bottom. You can see what happens afterwards when it rises out of there. So that's how I would be reading this on a big scale, and what would support why. Chris, why do you think this comes down again? Because it's the same thing that I see all the time. I see this. It's the same thing that I've literally, and this is some more data I can use, and I'll make a call on this too. You know, I have no problem saying, hey, Bitcoin Cash needs another cup. It'll be just like this. Come right down off that. Come right down off that. They were doing on a daily. This was a 4 hour. Pop, pop. We'll get that whole fractal out of there. We'll drop another cup, and then we need another one off this ascending triangle. It's just creating this. This is what people are being sold on right now, is this right here. That move right there is like, hey, everything's good, and everyone's telling me everything's great. Yeah, for the moment. For the moment, after it's done playing around this game right here, you're going to start seeing this thing slip down here and create something like that. And I will probably go and take this piece of this video on this live stream, and I'll say confirmed. So it's January 8th, 2021. I'll probably post this in the near future. Give me like a couple months of that whole. I mean, even once it starts slipping, you guys know it's coming through. So give me till like, I don't know, just give me the first quarter. You should probably come through, and then I'll post this video and say, look, bam, this is exactly what was going to take place. So that's some Bitcoin Cash for you guys. I just kind of come up with that one just now. You taught me something. So I understand. I feel like I understand its daily behavior. So I understand what it's trying to do here. I feel that. I understand what it needs to draw. I think it needs another cup. That would create the moves to get out of here on a bigger scale. And I mean, just think of the eruption from that. I mean, I was just showing you that when it gets out of here, just think of we're going I mean, I'm not going to buy this, but I mean, you never. There's just so many other options. I'm just, you know, it's a 2,200%. You can get that on Zap on a weekend. You know, I do ROI stuff. If XRP gap filled, how about 13 cent, 6 cent, third cup down as per last video, expecting further dip to 13.19 when the exchange delist. I've joined and missed the update. Wi-Fi, that's where my mind's at, because the little mini fractal I have with XRP tells me don't turn your back to this fractal, man. Like, that's what it tells me. It's telling me not to turn my back to it, and I'm not going to. Unless it breaks. So here it is right here. We just started another 4 hour. Let me go back to this XRP. So we got some good data on this. I mean, I'm not going to probably drag this stream out too long. We're about, what, an hour and 22 minutes into it, so I won't drag it out too long. You know, these checking on charts become these, they just become data, it just becomes this data junkie I am with this stuff. Okay, so we're in this, there goes my mountaintop there. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I mean, it tells me that Wi-Fi. It tells me that it can slip down like that. What coin are you looking for an entry? Arthur, there's probably some that are you can get off this last move. You know, I think this is, there's not much more after this. I haven't seen any that, you know, I thought Harmony 1 might have a little bit more in it. Maybe excuse me, maybe Digibyte. You know, maybe I can get a little, but I'm not going to roll the dice on it. I don't think I need to. I mean, at any moment, this things can start shifting down really quickly. Like Quant did, I didn't do that for Jago. That Quant did a nice push-up. Oh, well, it's not done yet, obviously. So this is my call for Quant, right? So it needs to come down wherever, it doesn't matter where it's at. As long as it doesn't, if it goes up here, I'm completely wrong. But it's, remember I was talking about those 3 peaks where they create those 3 peaks, 1, 2, 3. So after it's done with this, which is what Bitcoin Cash looks like it's done. So after it's done with this, this is what I'm talking about, you know, the stair stepping. And I could see this coming all the way down. Do I have that? Why do I have that level down there? Let me see what I drew. Oh, I have a trend line. That's, oh, Jesus. Dude, that's like crazy, but it, you know, it's March all over again, man. Like I said, there's something catastrophic, I think, that happens. So yeah, is this open for, yeah, this is open. That would give me my third cup, just like because there's no more data on this one. Second cup in the middle, the third cup's over, just like Bitcoin Cash. Why not? This could actually be, this could, you know, if it's not that, it could be flat. So maybe it doesn't need to go as deep and it stops here. All I know is that I think Quant, just like, this reminds me of, I see why it's going up, because it's following Dow Jones. Go to Dow Jones on Quant. Dow Jones has a ton of gaps. You're about to see them, which I've shown them multiple times. They haven't started to get filled yet, but they'll get filled. So if I go to Dow Jones here, you're going to see a ton of gaps. Yeah, see all these orange bars? Those are gaps. Those are open gaps. So I see Quant, and you guys can probably see that right here. I can see this as tanking, you know, very aggressively. These are gaps on Dow Jones, saying Dow Jones comes all the way down to possibly the 16,000 area. Oh, I'm on an hourly chart. Give me 1 second. I was wondering why it was looking weird. There it is. There it is. Okay. I was on an hourly chart, and I was looking at that little guy up there. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what I think happens with both of these. So, you know, this is getting a push up there. I got too many gaps below on this, so the reason Jago, if you're still in here, I'm a big fan of this fractal being the same as Quant. When we fell right here together, we started right here, we started climbing up. It's been behaving, creating these W's and stuff. See, there's a W, and they're just creating it in this, and then it's, you know, finishing off a top up here. So that's that third peak that I've talked about. These mountaintops, they're, whenever it's like this, it just screams to me like you want to do this. I feel like you want to do that. It just screams to me it wants to do that, but then it doesn't stop, you know. Same thing as this. It just doesn't look. I mean, I'm just, once again, this kind of goes in hand with like everything else I see, you know, the other gaps I see. Keep teaching and talking. Taking you're welcome. 1 hour is small time frame. Some of us have endured. What is a 20-hour stream? Oh, dude, a what? 20-hour stream? Probably. I've done some long ones. Digibyte. I'll look at Digibyte. Let me go to Digibyte. I'm gonna head on out after this. I need to go get some food. I'm starving. Super hungry. Digibyte. Slippy. What we got here? All right. So I mean, I'm getting 3 peaks off this right now. The daily looks like it wants to start continuing to slide this down and send us into that. There's an event. Something happens. It might be happening pretty soon. I've been waiting for this side to finish up. You know, this is just like ZRX, by the way. So if you're reading Digibyte, you might as well read ZRX the same way. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I think that this happens right here. This slippage off the side. I don't have any gaps, I don't think, for this. I don't think I found any. The only thing I just noticed with this is just your typical, you know, whether we believe it or not. Oops. Sorry, I hit the other keyboard over here. That this, you know, happens. Head and shoulders. I mean, time will tell. So I'm a Digibyte guy, so I like Digibyte. I'm just being patient with it. I haven't bought into it. Yeah, left shoulder head, right shoulder fall. Left shoulder head, right shoulder fall. That's what I think happens. What's up, Hydra? When V-Chain dips, it's mine. Oh, here's my call. Here goes my V-Chain call. You know, I can click on these and you'll see all my work on here. It's, you know, I'm like, it's one of these bastards. It needs to finish this up right here. It's this bad boy. It needs to finish that up. I've showed this on many streams. You know. So is that the top there? Possibly. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Does Nasdaq? Yeah, Nasdaq has a ton of gaps as well. Let me go to Nasdaq. They all do. S&P. I'll just go to this real quick and I'll probably spot them all. Or at least I know all of them have gaps down here. Yeah, there's a gap right here. Go down. Yeah, there was one on the backside that got filled. Right there. Monster gap right there, guys. On Nasdaq. See it? Boom. Right there. Gap. 7,500 right there. There's a gap right there. That one got filled. That was on the backside. Ain't got no more? Maybe it was a different chart. There was one. I swore I had a bunch of them on there. Well, we got that one down there. That one doesn't look closed right there. That one doesn't look fully closed right there. Is there any back here? Maybe there's some back here. Oh yeah. There's a monster gap right here. This is back down to, look at this. This whole thing is open. Shouldn't be open like this. Yeah, you got a 6,000 gap right here. There's one right there at 6,100. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing, yeah, there ain't nothing that's closed that out yet. 6,100. So 6,100, there's a gap. Here's one right here. This one didn't get fully closed right here. That's open. That's open. 65. Right there, open. 61. Fucking wide open. 6,000. Let me see if there's anything else over here. Nothing there. Nothing. These gaps got closed. You see them all right here? One. There's two. I have no more data. Yeah, I got it coming down to the sixes at least. 6,000. So it's at 13,000. So yeah, I got it coming down. Oh man. You're welcome, Phoenix. I'll see you guys all later. You guys, I'm gonna get some food, man. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll check in again on some other charts. But I'll be more organized, specific. This is kind of freestyle, just checking out some stuff. So markets, don't let your guard down, man. Have some money on the side for me, and have some money in the market if you want to. That's what I'm doing. I got both. So wish you guys the best. Let's see if we can save some money and make some money. Throw out positive energy. I'll catch you guys later. All right, I'll see you.